Legend made by Nokta Makro with a 6-inch coil. And I'm going to show some, this Eqinox 800 with a 6-inch coil, some behavior on it. Folks might want to take note here. Hunting in modern trash with this Legend detector. Now, I've done some tests with a stock coil. I think I posted one with a dime below fall. That's what I've got here. A little fall and a little dime action there. 2x4 thickness above it, and I've got a solo clad dime over here. Watch what happens here. This is interesting, okay? And you Legend users using your machines, you might see this and it might help you, okay? Because there's a good chance, based on this test, if you're running multi-frequency on that machine, you're leaving some high conductors in the field, okay? But there's something on that machine I'll show you, okay? Involving single frequency, and it's not 4 kilohertz, by the way. Okay. I don't have any notch program set up in this Eqinox. We're going to run it first and get it out of the way, okay? Solo dime, 25. So you see I'm reading just a tad low there, just a little bit, okay? And if I come over here, there's about 4.5 inches above that fall. That's about 1 inch above the fall. Now, dime's sitting down there lower, okay? So you've seen that. Now, I'm just going to stay over here because this is probably the harder way to do this test, 4 kilohertz. We know we're going to get good there. 5, we know we're going to get good. Here's 10. Okay, here's 15. 20 kilohertz. So now I'm getting a little lower with ID, which is understandable. 40 kilohertz. Okay, we get real low. Of course, the solo diamond 40 kilohertz is going to read higher. And I'm going to turn this machine off. We're only looking at part 1. This is not to make a detector look bad. This is to show you what I'm seeing, okay? I used this machine yesterday in a site with modern trash. I've got a custom program in this machine. I'll show it to you. You can see it right there. I got a little nickel window, and then over there 39 and 40. Maybe you see that in that camera, are accepted. Okay? So I'm in M, we'll try M1 first. All right, M1 over here on a solo dime. 45, nothing wrong with that whatsoever, okay? We're gonna come over this fall. Now that's the custom program in this machine. Accepting 39 and higher. All right, you see that? And I'm gonna come around here. All right, I'm right over the top of the dime. I get a little leaking, like little chirp tone in there, but watch that meter. See that meter? I don't have anything in it. There's the solo dime. Comes through loud and clear, okay? We'll look at M2. That's 1 inch above that fall. I don't even get no ID in the window. Now raise the coil. Start seeing a 40 with some tone. I'm coming over here. Now this is not probably the hardest way to detect that dime. I'm in the custom program still. I'm 1 inch above that fall. You got to see what that Eqinox did on that target. Okay, I don't get any ID. Raise the coil a little bit, about 3 inches. I start getting some leaking ID. And I'm going to get out here away from that fall. I never really can get that dime to sound off good in this machine, okay? Still in the custom program, M3. Here's a solo dime. Machine's working. All right? So you got to see that. Now, all I'm going to do, I'm staying in the custom program, okay? 4 kilohertz. Burning that dime up, boys, okay? 10 kilohertz. Burning that dime up. 15 kilohertz. Getting a 43, which is slightly low, which is understandable. 20 kilohertz. Look at there. 20 kilohertz is lighting that thing up, and that's my custom program. Okay. 40 kilohertz. Okay, now 40 kilohertz. My custom program won't hit it, which is understandable, okay? So I'm going to, there's the G. I guess that's called the G or whatever. Segment 1 and 2 notched out. Notice the ID. $29, mostly in the meter. I got a 47 there and 40 kilohertz. All right. Let's get back out of 40 kilohertz. Go back to M1. Now I'm in that discrimination pattern. It's got that G1 or whatever. Got segments 1 and 2 notched out. Okay, let's see what we get. Inch above that fall. 26. You see what a solo dime reads. M2, an inch above that fall. 25, 26. M3. So, you know, you sort of make them, I'm at 20, whatever sensitivity there, okay? You see that? Speed-wise, speed 5. Okay. That's an iron filter of 3, ST setting a 4. No tricks, boys. You got to see how the detector behaved, okay? So based on this test right here, you can take this detector into a site running 20 kilohertz and with a notch window, and some targets, I can't say all, are going to come in a custom program like I've got here. Now, I don't have this set up tight for a dime, okay? 39, you know, I've got this thing accepted zinc and pennies, okay? But there's the M3 custom program. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to shift this while we're standing here, making it easier to detect the dime. So she's leaking in there a little bit. But that ain't no knock your socks off tone, okay? And then let's go in here and look. What am I on for tones? That's 4 tones. Okay. That's M3. M1. M2. We'll slide that foil a little farther. Let's just see what happens here. All right. So you got to see that, okay? I just show how these detectors behave, okay? And I may run this machine in single frequency around in a few sites and do some comparisons. I hope you enjoyed.